Hi, this is John Costa, the editor of Citizen's Eye, and we're here at Apex this evening. This is the second out of 6 Thursday evenings between 5 and 7:30, where we're inviting people over the 30-year history of Apex for its 30th anniversary to come together and have their photograph taken, give us some quotes. Some people have done some audio interviews on Audio Boo, and also films like this for YouTube that we can use for the 30th anniversary, building up to some big exhibitions and stuff in June 2013. And very rarely do you come across someone who sounds quite interesting, but is actually an authoress, I believe is the technical term, or author. And this is Linda Baxter. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Well, thank you very much for agreeing to talk to us. Tell us a little bit about the book that you're writing and when it's due to be published. And I know you're quite excited about having a book launch here as well.
Yeah, well, it's basically already written. It's already written. The publishers are just waiting for the contract, and then it's all systems go, basically. It's basically a fictional romance, and it centres around a young guy who's ideally looking for that ideal girl. He eventually finds her and loses her, unfortunately, but then he's reunited with her at the end of the story. I don't want to give too much away because, you know, if too many people know about it, they're not going to want to buy it. So,
yeah. So is that true? Someone told me it's set here at Apex and they meet over the coffee machine and then they do that.
No,
I'm only joking.
no.
You could have really helped us out with a 30th anniversary story then. Like,
no, it's actually.
How did you come up with the idea?
Well, basically, I took a course here, FlexiQual course in IT.
Okay.
And I just sat there thinking, and I thought, these skills are going to waste. You know, I can't find a job. What am I going to do? Next thing I knew, I was having a dream that I was actually part of this drama. And it was actually set around the book that I've actually written. And I kept on having this dream, and I thought to myself, that will make a really good book. And that's where the book came from. It actually came from a dream.
So how long did it take you to write it? Do your first draft? Because I often say that there's a book inside everybody.
Yeah.
You've got to, one, have the discipline to write it down. And
yeah,
then,
well, it actually started out as a short story, which took me about a month to do, because obviously I had to think of the layout and everything. And then I started thinking of little bits to put into it. So altogether, it's taken about 2 to 3 months to write. And then I just sent it out there to different publishers, and actually 2 companies actually got into contact with me and asked me if they could actually publish it.
That is fantastic.
So, yeah.
That is amazing. Are you inspired to do more because of that?
I'm already in the middle of doing my second one, yeah.
And this is one of the things I've found fascinating whenever you read about authors or see authors being interviewed. It's that the discipline that is needed. I mean, are you like an early riser in the morning, have to do like, 1,000 words before breakfast, or do you write as and when you get inspiration? How do you make it fit your life?
Well, I try and fit it in the evenings, because obviously in my daytime I come here twice a week on my numeracy course, so I have to sort of fit it in as and when I can. So I try and fit it in the evenings, and basically it's then that I actually get the ideas, and I basically run upstairs to the computer and start typing away. And it actually extends from there. So.
Okay, now you've mentioned this dream as being the catalyst. What kind of made you go through all of it? What inspired you? Is it sort of another female author like J.K. Rowling? Is it the independence? Is it the opportunity? 50 Shades of Grey? I mean, that seems to have caught a lot of people's attention. Not the subject matter, the
No, basically, I'm a romantic myself.
Okay.
Very sentimental, very romantic myself. And I was actually dreaming that I was the girl that he'd actually fallen in love with, and I thought, yeah, that'd be really good. So I suppose in the book there's a small part of me in there as well. So.
Yeah. Okay. What's your aspiration then? You're writing your second one now. What is it to do? Is it to write a trilogy? Is it to keep writing while you're happy? Make a lot of money out of it?
Eventually, I want to make it a full-time career. Eventually, but I mean, the first book, it takes time, as a lot of people would know. It takes time on anything, not just book writing, but anything. I did try my hand at singing because I am a bit of a singer as well, so but I didn't get anywhere with that. And I thought, well, what's the other talent that I've got, you know? I just started thinking about writing. Well, I can't do the singing, I'll do writing instead, and I found that to be more successful for me. So I thought, that's it, I found what I'm really good at, and I'm going to stick with it. So,
do you think it's about being brave enough to have a go? If you put yourself in the situation of other people who are sitting there, sort of, you know, they're doing Word or they're doing their numeracy and all that sort of stuff. I mean, that is quite an ambitious dream that you had. I mean, literally, it was a dream, and then it turned into a book. I mean, I think that's what's so impressive about it. Most people are aspiring to do work, hopefully with something that they're interested in, but you've kind of grabbed that and said, well, actually I'm going to go with something that I actually like doing, a talent, if you like.
And I'm actually the sort of person that if I'm determined to do something, I'll do it, and I don't give up until I've actually succeeded. Like with the FlexiQual, at first I was so frightened, and I thought, oh, you know, how am I going to get through this? But I actually found that I just sailed straight through it, and I passed with flying colours. And then I thought, well, if I can do that, I can create my own business. And at first it was going to be selling or something like that. And I thought, well, no, that's not really using my skills to a full potential. So I thought, well, I'll try writing. That's basically where it stems from. You have got to have a certain amount of confidence, though, and you've got to have enough confidence to know that you're going to get knockbacks. You're definitely going to get knockbacks. I mean, you've got your critics. You have to know to take it standing up, basically, and say, oh well, it's not to everybody's taste. So you have got to be strong. You have got to be strong with that. But at the end of the day, if you've got a firm belief in yourself, just go for it.
Okay. Well, J.K. Rowling, you're an inspiration. Thank you very much.
Thank you.